What is up YouTube? My name is Aditya and welcome back to our channel Watches for Trading. In this video we'll be discussing about smart money concepts from basics to advanced. So it will be a complete series and this is just the part 1 in which I will be discussing about order blocks. The true order blocks that we are supposed to use in the market, which a lot of people are definitely facing problems in understanding about which order block they are supposed to use, but they do not actually understand the real way an order block is formed, and that is the most important aspect of day trading order blocks. So in this video we'll go from the basics to advanced, so let's just jump on to it, guys. However, before we jump on to the video, just make sure that you check out the link in the descriptions to join our Telegram channel. If you see, we have a free community right here, Watches for Global Trading Community. You can join this Telegram channel. We have around 1086 subscribers as of now. So you guys can join in here. And if you see, we give out call outs for the next particular day in Nifty. We give out YouTube videos. We give out levels and understanding what levels you're supposed to be trading for the next day, and there's a lot of things that you can actually understand from this trading community. It's completely free and you will be getting a lot of knowledge around here. We keep on updating things and it's just not about call outs. We talk about the market psychology, we talk about what the markets could do probably the next day and probably the same day as well. You will get an understanding of live assistance that we provide to our mentees as well. And if you can just go through it, have a look, you will definitely find it very attractive. You will definitely find it very advantageous for your trading as well. If you see, we do give you live voice notes as well here. And if you see, this is what we do, like we take trades on the basis of market algorithm and all those things. But let's now jump on to the video. Let's come to the main part, guys. What is an order block? So here I'll put forward to you a bullish order block. What do we mean by a bullish order block, right? So a basic definition that's out there is any down candle that we see here. Let's take this as a red color, and this is the high of the down candle, right? Let's use a wick around here. This is the high of this down candle. Any candle that breaks the high of this candle, okay, any up candle, it cannot be a down candle breaking the high. That's not possible, right? It's possible if the market opens gap up and then falls down. So it will be a down candle right here. The color will be down, right? So here, if you see, this is an up candle that breaks the high of this particular candle. This red candle right here becomes the order block that we are supposed to be using in our trading journey. All right. So if you're supposed to initiate any particular trade, you need to make sure that you are taking trades around this candle to get a bias. All right. However, a lot of people do this mistake of understanding which order block they are supposed to be using, and they mess up a lot because what they are focusing on is a smaller time frame. Is they get an understanding of an order block using the smaller time frame, where they face a lot of problem because let's say this is 5-minute time frame and this is an order block on 5-minute time frame. Now what happens is, let's say I mark the opening price goes up around here, comes back, it reacts. This reaction is there on the 5-minute time frame. Hence, you won't be able to take the most advantage of this particular trade in terms of making monetary decisions or making profits. Because what you try to enter here is that this particular area, you just try to enter this particular area, the price goes up and eventually fails later on. However, you feel that this could be a move, right? This could be a move where the price could go up. Now, what if I'm using the same concept and using these particular concept on a higher time frame? This is a 5-minute scenario right here, and if I put in front of you a higher time frame scenario, which could be a 1 hour time frame, which could be a 15-minute time frame scenario as well. So here it's the same order block, but this time this order block is on the higher time frame. Now it will react the same way. This will react the same way. However, let's say this is let's say this is 1 hour time frame order block. You identify 1 hour time frame order block with the trend and everything. Now what happens here is, let's say you see this reaction. The markets will work the same way because it's fractal in nature. It works the same way. It worked the same way here. It worked the same way here. However, understand this. This is a bigger move on 5 minute time frame, which means that if this is a bigger time frame, you can take advantage of the intraday time frame, which is 5 minute and 1 minute in your favor. So let's say you try to enter your trade around this area and you get this move. This is enough to make money on intraday basis. However, even if it fails down later on, you don't have to worry about it because this was the move that you're supposed to catch. This was the move that you are supposed to catch. And this is what happens later on. But if you do the same thing here on the 5 minute time frame, you're trying to capture an order block on the 5 minute time frame, it won't give you enough moves to make money in the market. However, this is enough. This would be 4 to 5 minute candles here, and this would be just one 5 minute candle. And yeah, obviously this could be 3 to 5 or maybe 5 to 6 1 minute candles giving you this move. But 1 minutes are obviously very fast and you may not be able to take advantage of it. However, in this case, if you understand proper structure around this area and if you believe that the momentum will kick in, this is where you can take an advantage of a trade and be in the right direction. So number one thing that you're supposed to follow is the time frame. So what time frame would I suggest? I would suggest anything from monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour and 1 hour. You can also go down to 15 minute, but just make sure that you're, in this case I wouldn't suggest you to be sorry, to take trades on the 5 minute or 1 minute time frame. To take entries on 5 minute and 1 minute time frame, you can do that, but do not consider the order blocks on the 5 minute and 1 minute time frame because you will be in a lot of mess. How? Because it's a very simple reason. Let's say you have a swing right here. Let's say you have a swing right here, price goes up, price falling down like this, price falling down like this. Now what you feel here is that you will find multiple order blocks on the 5 minute and 1 minute time frame, and everybody out there is looking for an answer that does not exist, guys. Because let's say you mark this order block, you have marked this order block, you have marked this order block, then you have marked this order block. Look what you're trying to identify. You're trying to identify an order block which is around here. It goes up, falls down, goes up, goes up like this, falls down. You believe that okay, it's still in existence. You take a trade and it fails once again. Then you come here and this is where it eventually works out. So why do you have to hit two stop losses unnecessarily and then go on to the third trade which eventually goes up? However, you cannot take advantage of it because you have already hit multiple stop losses around here, maybe because you have multiple re-entries as well. So around 3 to 4 stop losses were already hit, and once the move eventually comes up, you cannot digest the losses, you cannot digest the profits that you are getting in. So you haven't seen enough of green to hold on to a bigger target. That's a psychological factor that will affect you a lot if you are trying to trade 5 minute time frames. However, in this case, what if I would do this? This is where the trend was, right? Now what if I do this? This is another order block that I see right here. One second, guys. Another order block that I see right here. And what if, also yes, this is on the 1 hour time frame. This is the higher time frame that I'm seeing here. Now what if I take advantage of this order block on the higher time frame? This is where I would feel that the prices can simply come inside this area. All I need to do is understand structures on the smaller time frame, and this is where I can take advantage of a bigger bullish momentum trade, around here. So now understand this, guys. On the 1 hour time frame, look at the momentum this can give out, but on the 5 minute time frame, that would be just a reaction. It's fractal in nature. On 1 hour time frame, it looks this big, but on 5 minute time frame, it will look pretty huge. On 1 minute, on 1 hour time frame, it won't look this big, but on 5 minute time frame, this will look pretty huge. On 5 minute time frame, this won't look pretty huge, but on 1 minute time frame, this will be a bigger move. On 30-second time frame, it would feel like a bigger move. It will feel like a bigger move. However, in terms of points, in terms of what you should be taking advantage of, in terms of risk reward, these things are highly considerable in terms of understanding the order blocks that you're supposed to use. And if you're not doing this, guys, then there is going to be a bigger problem. Try to understand. Everybody out there is trying to teach you, 5 minute and 1 minute order blocks, but they are not telling you the basics that that's needed to go on to the 5 minute and 1 minute time frame. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to live in a dream where you think that if I just go on to the charts and mark 1 minute order blocks, why are they not working in my direction? Why is the market doing probably this every single time when I'm taking a trade on the 1 minute time frame or the 5 minute time frame? But what you do not understand is that the markets, it's a very simple reason, the markets go on with the higher time frame, and if you're not following up with the higher time frame, there's no way you will be able to make money in the markets over long term. That is very important. If you understand this particular thing about the time frames, you will eventually be in the right direction for a very long time, and that's the most important thing. Now I'll give you one more example, two, three more examples about order block, how an order block is formed. So let's say this is a down candle. I'll draw it with a red candle here. And there are multiple down candles right here. Multiple down candles right here, which are, okay, we have 3 down candles here. And then suddenly an up candle comes this way. There is an up candle that shows up this way. Just choose a better color. There's an up candle that shows up this way. Now you may feel that if this is my order block or not. You may want to consider this as your order block, right? However, this is not what you're supposed to consider as an order block. This is not your order block, guys. So what is your order block? So in this case, your order block is going to be all of these 3 candles together. All of these 3 down candles together, and here if you see, this becomes your order block. This becomes your order block. Now there's a very big mistake a lot of people do is they feel that they're supposed to enter as soon as the price touches an order block level. No, you're not supposed to do this. The markets are here to mitigate these loss, to mitigate these orders, right? So whatever loss they have made here, they want to mitigate it. And do you think there's always enough liquidity in the market to mitigate it? No. Sometimes they'll have to create liquidity, and for that they'll have to go below the average price of these 3 down moves, right? They have to go below the average price to take some profit out of it and then probably push up. So what I'll do is I'll have these areas marked at my chart, and this is where I'll try to anticipate a trade. This is where I'll try to anticipate a trade on smaller time frame. This is your higher time frame. This is, let's say, your 1 hour time frame, 3 candles you see on the 1 hour time frame. Then you wait for the prices to come around this area, and then you try to anticipate trades on the smaller time frame. That's how your trades will go in your direction. Because what you're doing is you're doing a very big mistake, guys. In this particular up candle, you are expecting this particular up candle to look something like this. You're inside this candle. Let's say this is a 1 hour candle. If I'm drawing this as a 5-minute structure or 5-minute candles, it would look something like this: down candle, up candle, then probably there's a down candle, then probably there's a bigger up candle like this, and then there is a down candle, and then probably there is an up candle that would look something like this. Now what you tend to believe and what you tend to do is you're trying to take this order block, you're trying to take this order block, you're trying to take this order block, and eventually all of your order blocks would fail because your focus is not narrowed. You do not get an understanding of what the prices could do. You're trying to take these 5-minute order blocks into consideration. However, when you go back and look at the charts, you will realize that, okay, this is the higher order block that I'm supposed to be taking into advantage or into consideration, and right here I want to anticipate trades. And now when the market creates new order blocks, you can take advantage of these order blocks and probably expect the markets to go up. I'll give you a very simple example of how this thing looks on the daily time frame in Nifty. Let's go to Nifty, and you will see eventually how this had worked previously. Alright, so if you see, we have a bigger down candle right here. This is on daily time frame. So on 4 hour time, nobody considers this. That's the unfortunate part. Nobody considers that as an order block, because what they feel is the order block is around this area, which is fine, which is fine. But this won't work every single time, because you are also considering this particular up candle, which is again fine. The price eventually worked out. However, you are probably considering this as an order block as well. This down candle, up candle, price breaks below, right? So your higher time frame is not into consideration. However, if I simply mark this Fibonacci from here till here, and if you see, after this high gets taken out, this is an order block confirmation, right? Now see what my eyes observe in the chart. This particular thing. Look at this. This is a down candle, and what do we have here? We have an up candle. This is an order block for me, guys. This is an order block for me. And now see what happens next. The price comes down right here, tests this particular 50% and takes a move. And this is how you are supposed to identify and understand order blocks. Now, will this be useful for intraday? Yes. This is extremely useful for intraday if you understand how you are supposed to anticipate and take trades. Because if you see this thing, you're anticipating this to be an order block, which makes no sense. It worked for this particular day, it's fine. But for this area, if you see, this is your order block. Price comes right to the 50%, spikes up. And this is what you want to take trades on the high. So the levels, guys, understand this. If you're trying to trade the higher time frame levels, what will eventually happen is whenever the price reacts from this area, the move will be pretty strong. And if you can anticipate these moves and around these levels, you can take pretty good intraday trades in that sense. Alright guys, so this is where I'll end the video. I hope you like this video. We'll be putting up a lot of parts in this particular series. So don't miss on it. We'll also be doing forex, we'll also be doing cryptocurrencies, and we'll be very regular with the videos. So go ahead and like this video as much as you can, share this video as much as you can, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Do comment down how do you feel about this video, so that we bring new ideas for you as well and help you out in understanding how to actually make money in the stock market. And thank you guys.